If you're someone who's been feeling alone, this world can be a little scary. So come talk to Grandma Sherry.
Hi, can you hear me? Is everything okay? I hit live and I forgot to, have like a headset or a microphone on or anything like that. So, yay, it's going to be one of those days. How is everybody? How is everybody? Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. Six Sense Amelia, first in the house. Fark you, hi, baby. Nicole, oh, hi. Appreciate you being here. Shauna B, hi. Oh my goodness. Hi, sweethearts. Thank you so much. Ange Carter. Hey, hey. True Texan. What's up, all Neo Maxi Zoom Weebies? One of my favorite movies ever, The Breakfast Club. Farq. Hi. Oh, hi, Burden. Hi, sweetheart. I'm so glad to see you. Marie Duffy. Hey, baby. How are ya? Oh, Corky Carlotta. Hi, sweetheart. Hey, Rick. How you doing? We're all saying hi to each other. Kermit the Frog. Kermit the Frog. It's good to see you too, baby. Just going through the thing here. Rosa Lang. Oh, hi, baby. How are you? Yeah, I did like that one too, Texan. I did. Blunt B. Hi, sweetheart. Hi, hi. So everybody doing good today, right? Our weather's warming up and we got tornadoes happening and horrible, horrible things over here. But it comes with summer, doesn't it? When all the trees, leaves are green. Okay, so today is not actually what I was going to do, but it is something that, hang on just a second. Sorry, that was on my mind. And I thought you guys could relate. Oh, you're just home from a camp out. Good job, Rosalang. That sounds good. Oh, just woosah in the wherever you were, beach, forest, desert, anywhere. Okay, so how many people are old enough to remember when you went into a doctor's office and you gave them your name and they went back to a paper file that was filed alphabetically and they pulled your file out that way? Remember that? Remember when you would walk in and they go, "Hey, Grandma Sherry, how are you?" Now, you know, if you're lucky, you don't have a kiosk. You talk to the person behind the desk, and they tell you, "Do you have your account number?" If you call to pay something, "Do you have your account number?" Yeah, we're account numbers now. And my favorite part is when not only did you give them your name and they have your account pulled up in front of them, then they call you the wrong thing. And we're just not people anymore. We're not people anymore. We're just UPC codes. We're just numbers. We're part of an algorithm. We're part of a database. And I wanted to rant about that today. Put a 1 in the chat if you feel like technology has kind of depersonalized a lot. Oops, sorry. Left that comment up there. Queen Bella, hi baby. How are you? Yeah, so technology has progressed a lot since we've been on the earth. They say that people under 30 years old are the technology people because those are the people that grew up with all the smartphones, all the computers, all the stuff. They learn on computers at school. Now they can do virtual classrooms. so they could be at home if in case we have a pandemic, that kind of thing. And it's just, I don't know. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. But what really got me ranting on this today was the fact that not only are we not people anymore, when you call customer service, now, don't get me wrong, because I know in just about every industry, maybe, but what are they going to do if it goes away? Talk about technology. Oh, we're all effed. We're all just erased. If we had an EMF or something, they wouldn't be able to retrieve anything. We wouldn't be able to get our money. You know my stance on that. But, and I totally forgot what I was saying. Oh, yeah, fuck you, me too. I'm tired of it. Not being a person. Oh, customer service. Um, a lot of industries are focusing more on the front facing representatives that they have. And they're trying to teach them how to actively listen and how to handle a situation or a caller and de-escalate the problem and to figure out how to resolve it and that kind of thing. So they are focusing on that. But on the whole, typically when you call customer service, they don't give a crap. If you don't get transferred 9 times somewhere, then they give you, oh, I don't know. I've called a help desk several times and they're not helpful. You know what I mean? Apparently my medical file was damaged in a flood. So because the person who was supposed to transfer my info, into the computer only put people's names and not the rest of the record, all my info is gone. Oh, God. Quirky Carlotta. I worked in medical field from 87 to 14. Had such a hard time changing from paper files to electronic files. Yeah, I actually worked in the insurance industry when we still had a bunch of things that were paper files and then some things were electronic. And then we had to do like the data entry stuff to get it into the system. That was fun. That was fun. Yeah, but basically and all of this technology stuff is making me crazy because it's like these corporations have figured out that we're nothing but a bank account. I was looking at all the stuff that's coming out of my bank account. And granted, some of the stuff was stupid and I canceled it. But the other stuff that I have, I need, like my car insurance and, I have to have homeowners insurance and I have to have a car inspection and, all these things that come out. But I was looking at all the little things. Like I just got a notification. Hey, 6 Cents Amelia. I said hi to you way up, but I don't know if you were here, baby. Kia ora. But anyway, so I have like 64 gigabytes on my iPhone. 64 gigabytes. That is more power than the computer system that sent people to the moon. If they went to the moon, you know what I mean? But anyway, that's more power in my hand. That's more computing than we've ever had. Of course, now with the big computers and whatnot, we have like terabytes and whatever goes beyond that. But so Apple is charging me 99 cents a month for 50 gigabytes of storage, and that's their lowest thing, because of all the stuff on my phone, all the 9,000 pictures of my cat sleeping and all of that stuff. So there's that. What do we got going? Oh, all your records from before age 17 were lost in a flood. Yes. It's making me crazy too. It scares me how it will be when our grandkids are adults. Yes. My ID has been stolen 4 times from all company or government, all electronic, not from the trash. So shredding, folks, not worth the time. That's true. That's true. Hey, voices, how's Grandma? How's Grandma doing? I heard about her injury. I hope she's doing okay. And I'll drop the link here in just a little bit as soon as I'm done ranting. 248 gigabyte, and you're paying extra storage from Apple. Jeez. Peggy! I'm getting there. Oh. Oops, wrong. You were early lurking. Oh, okay. Nope, no problem. Nobody's late. Nobody's ever late. Really fear for my grandkids' future. Oh, good. Thank you. Thank you for telling me that. Thank you, Jesus. Anyway, so we have all these things and everything's digital and all that stuff. But now they figured out that we're bank accounts. So now we can split off. Remember the 3 networks, ABC, NBC, CBS? And then if you were in a large area, you could get UHF stations like PBS and stuff, so you could watch Sesame Street. Well, now all of them they've all shattered off. So for only $9.99 a month, you can have Peacock, you can have Discovery, you can have Hulu, you can have, oh my God, Disney Plus, and Netflix is 15 something a month, and yada, 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 right? Sorry. Oh my gosh, no pins. Oh, her break was still aligned. Oh, that was good. I'm sorry she goes through that. Girl, I've been falling lately and breaking stuff myself. But anyway, so we all have subscriptions to something, right? And then not only do we have subscriptions, but like I have Instacart. Oh my gosh. Phil at 8 p.m. last night was on the floor till 2 a.m. Oh no. And you're off horse sitting, right? But anyway, so I have trouble getting out and about. And so I use something called Instacart. They deliver my groceries. And I can actually have it where they can, shop for me. And then I just go to the store and pick it up. But anyway, so I was looking at that the other day. And not only is it $100 and something a year, and I just noticed this because I'm just that special. There's a thing in there called service and fees. So I clicked on the little I next to it, and it says, I'm sorry, it says that, so Instacart not only get your $100 something a month, but they're also getting like $4 or something every time you order for their pockets, for their shareholders. That pissed me off. Really, guys? Really? I mean, I'm already tipping the person who's doing my shopping and delivering, Hey, pecan pie. Hi, sweetheart. Yeah, I like Instacart too. Yeah, and okay, some of them say, Quirky Carlotta, the prices are higher. Some of them say in-store prices, but you still have that service and fees charge. You know? Walmart delivery, really? Walmart delivery. I'll have to check into that. Yeah, it is a lot of extra costs. And it's that way with everything. They're nickel and diming you to death. DoorDash does it. Bath and Body Works has this thing they keep sending me that, for $9.99 a month, I can be a part of some hoopla thing and I can get 10% off, every order or free shipping or whatever. And of course, Amazon, Amazon.com, they have their subscription and you get free delivery. It's just, I'm over it. I'm over it. And not only that, Walmart delivery costs the same. Yeah. I have Walmart and Instacart. I love it, but it is expensive. Yeah, it is. And Prime. Yep. I have Prime too. I like the Prime Video that goes with Amazon, but off on a thing here. Okay, so not only are they digging in our pocket and nickel and diming us to death, and they're getting richer and we're getting poorer, but they also sell our stuff to other companies. They're data brokers. If they have your email address or whatever, you have to go in each and every place where you've signed up for something and look at their privacy statement, and you have to opt out. I will not give Amazon or Walmart one dime. Nada. Oh, you get extras with it? Like free cat litter every month. But anyway, so they're selling your information. So they're still making money on you, you know? And then I was looking at all of this stuff, and I ran across this article, and of course I can't find it now because I read it a few days ago. And but it was talking about this guy had built this product, and he has a website and all that stuff. And so one of his clients was trying to buy his product, and her bank kept declining it, kept declining the product, even though she had the money to pay for it. And when they looked into it, it's because his product it wasn't registered. Okay. It wasn't in a system somewhere. And he was like, what? And in this case, it was a book. Okay. So it didn't have an ISBN number. So he wasn't able to sell it, which I think is ridiculous because, we have to pay for everything. Have to pay for everything. Nothing is free anymore. Nothing. I'm waiting for them to start charging us the air we breathe. But anyway, so these QR codes. I've heard that the DNA ancestry tests use your DNA for other things. I've wondered about that. Data is where many companies make their money now. Exactly. Walmart used to be free delivery. Now it has a minimum, but it's complicated on what counts towards the minimum. Really? Kind of like EBT? Oh my gosh. Yes, please hit the like, guys. That would be fabulous. Subscribe. I know all you guys are already subscribed to me. Don't give them any ideas. Free air. Yeah. Hi, Rick Fisher. I pay a bit more not to go into Walmart. Yeah. Some places we don't have a whole lot of choices, and we have to go to Walmart. But totally understand it. What is that? A heel prick test when we are born. Yeah. Okay. So get back to the guy with the codes and all that stuff. And do you remember back during Summer's Day, and Tracy Ann Chasing Truth was making the posters? Yeah, we can talk about conspiracies, Peggy. Was making posters for the event, Summer's Day event in Rogersville in Hawkins County, Tennessee. And she said that she was able to go into a program and put a QR code on the posters, and people would just open the camera on their phone, click on the QR code, and it would take them to a website, the Summer Wells website. And they probably don't cover cigarettes and alcohol. No, they don't. Nobody delivers those that I know of. Sometimes I'm like, whatever it takes not to go into the store. Nicole. Curbside. Yeah, me too. Oh my God, the stuff by the counter, when you're checking out, that stuff. I'm like, oh my God, I need one of those long lighter things. Yeah, Not a good idea. But anyway, so they've got these QR codes, right? And you realize that very few people have cash on them nowadays. You don't even really have to pull your card out to make a payment. I have Apple Pay. So all I have to do is whoosh it around, the little keypad thing, and it pays. Oh, I use those for my missing flight. Canva makes QR codes. Yes. Flavor add because DD added options to select a flavor but choose not to do special request. Oh, what? I'm sorry. The other week I finally did an order on one of the food delivery services. One Dunkin' Donuts drink was $14. And on top of it, there was no flavor added. Yeah. Oh, you have alcohol delivery there? Where are you? You know what? I could get like wine and beer here through like DoorDash. Yeah. But anyway, so the payless thing, we're a cashless society. Everything's digital. And evidently the United States has just started its own like digital coin, right? Like help me, what is it called? What is it called? Cryptocurrency. Yes, B-Tim's all about cryptocurrency. So the United States has started their own cryptocurrency, right? So we're not going to have cash. We're not going to have anything. Bitcoin. Okay. Yeah. Drizzly is the booze delivery company. Oh, I have to look that up. No, I won't because I don't drink. I don't drink alcohol. I've never used a QR code, don't understand them, lived before without them. Well, I was in a little cafe. It was one of just those little things, by the hair cutters, that kind of thing. And they didn't have menus. You had to scan a QR code on your table in order to get the menu online. They did even, and I like holding stuff in my hands. I like reading books, and I like seeing the pictures of the pancakes with the melting butter and syrup in the menu. I like that. I don't want to have to go to the internet for everything. You know what I mean? Um, so that's what I'm ranting about today. Is that with all this stuff, I'm wondering, with all the virtual money and the digital this and digital that, and I'm wondering how close we are to being chipped, having an RFID chip installed in us. Some people call it the mark of the beast. The Bible says that you won't be able to buy or sell without it. Little Boston, hi. What are the drug dealers going to do? I don't know. Probably Venmo each other. Cash App. I don't know. Thanks for the etiquette show. I'm not so mean anymore, Peggy. Sorry. I am right-handed. Does that make a difference? Yeah, I'm not very creative. It's artsy, fartsy kind of thing. But anyway, so no, I have a chip in my cat, the big one, Thomas J. Socks, because he was a feral cat and he likes to go outside. And I was afraid that if he got out, that I wouldn't be able to find him, or he might lose his collar, or something along that line. So we had him chipped, and I have like a lifetime subscription to it, right? And so people can pick him up, they can take him down to a vet can scan him, and it has all of my information in there. They call me, and yay. Um, and then how many times in a chat I've seen during a missing child case, especially those with like autism or, the feeding tubes or something. Walmart has tap and go with your PIN. Well, yeah, what if you have your card stolen? Exactly. Well, that's why I think there's a lot of two-factor authentication things. Where if you try to use something, you're trying to log in something that's different, that they either have you pick out all the staircases in the pictures through CAPTCHA, or they'll send a code like to your text or your email to make sure it's you trying to get in. But anyway, the RFID, right? Missing kids. It would be so easy for us to put chips in them so that we can geotag them wherever they are and locate them. And how far off is that from getting humans, everybody, adults, to have some sort of chip? We're very close to it, but some sort of chip in your body so that you can buy something, so that they can access your medical records instantly, so that, instead of a background check, they just scan your chip and it has all of your prior felonies. And, who knows? It might be like China where we get a social rating. How many times did you participate in the neighborhood cleanup? And, were you nice to this person? And did they rate you right? And I'm not a robot either, Kerm. Nah. But it's so close. Beyond the Reset, YouTube, very scary animated film about the future. Really? Yeah. I've been looking at this stuff and I think of that stuff. Yes, Peggy, the social credit system is being used in China. And, I think it probably bothers me the most because of my age, because I've seen these things change. And it's been, what? I've been on the planet for 62 years. Don't have to put a chip in your body if you carry a device 24/7, 365, which we do, Amelia. That's very true. I mean, people will actually turn around and go get their phone, which is one of the things I love about missing persons cases, because when they say they left their phone at home or they left their phone in the car, then, we all freak out because we don't go anywhere without our phone. But, yeah, and I don't know. That's my rant. Yeah, that's my rant. I also wanted to share something. Hey, Ange Carter. Yeah. Oh, we're the same age? And I'm going to drop the StreamYard link if anybody wants to come up and join me. I have a few little things to share with you other than my rant. And I've got a really good, I'm going to do it on Tuesday, I think, Tinfoil Hat Tuesday, because Deets on the Street had a pretty interesting live the other day, yesterday. Oh my God. Prepare for indefinite climate lockdowns. It is really past, right? Person better figure out what they believe and what they're prepared to do now, because it's coming. And yes, I do believe in the mark of the beast, Peggy. Me too. Me too, Texan. I don't take my phone with me to town or when I walk dogs. Too much distraction. Wow. You're the same age as my mom? Oh, yes. I'm always Grandma Sherry. I'm an old soul. Always have been. But, yeah, so I wanted to show you guys something. Yeah, the digital footprint doesn't go away. But what I was talking about, Deets on the Streets. My God, she went from Titan submersible through like Anunnaki. I heard you mod for 251 channels. Haha. Oh, yeah. No, that's, I've signed NDAs with them, Queen Bella. Yeah, seen a lot of change. We'll do a mod stream. I think that be ready for blackouts, Kerm. I watch some channels here on YouTube that they actually cover solar flares, and I'm just waiting for one of them to get close enough to the Earth that hey, Boston. Yeah, I'm waiting for one to get close enough to the Earth that it's just going to wipe out everything. Know what I mean? Know what I mean, Fern? Yeah, live yesterday. Oh, catch more flies with honey than vinegar. Technology is a Trojan horse. And I really think that we have too much too fast. Hey, hooligan. Hi, baby. How are you? Welcome in. Make sure to hit the like, please. Hit the like for Grandma. Want to get Grandma in the algorithm. One day we want to be monetized. Oh, Burton. Hey, just a second. So anyway, I was talking about, and I can't find anything here. We'll put that up. Is that you, baby?
Yes, hello.
Hi.
Good evening.
How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
Yeah, but
Exactly. Yes, exactly.
the world is crazy and it's making me crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Internet outage coming this week. What, Rick? Great.
I'm
Um,
gonna look that up.
I get all teed off when my computer's slow. And I was thinking the other day, we're not going to be able to do anything. China's 15-minute cities, facial recognition required to move around the city, dystopian nightmare. Yes, metal
So
fencings, separate.
something kind of related to that a little bit that I was gonna ask you if you heard about.
What?
Um, have you ever looked into the what is it called? Privacy. Ultimately, it's the privacy policy for TikTok.
No, hang on just a second, Pop.
Okay.
Voices wants to join us. Hi, baby. Can
Hello.
you?
Um, Privacy policy for TikTok means they're going to take all of your information, they're going to put it in a database, and
Mhm.
they're going to record everything that you do. And they're going to use your virtual characteristics, or they're going to use your characteristics to virtually scan you and figure out where
Yes.
you are in the world. So anybody
You-
using TikTok,
Yeah.
mm-mm.
So it all like I listen, okay, so for this entire time that I've been streaming and whatever, I had gone on strike with Shane Dawson because of some of the things that he did. I did not want to support him anymore. Well, anyway, time passed. He's always had really good conspiracy videos. So I did take a little look see at the one that he put up a month ago. And
Hmm.
it talks about people that see what looks like a picture. It gets taken every so often on your phone, and you
Yes,
notice it if you turn off the lights and whatever. It'll take a picture of you. Well, your phone is constantly, especially iPhone, is taking a picture every 15 seconds or something as you're using your phone. And so he went looking to see if something would be the truth. But along the way, he found the privacy policy for TikTok and how they say automatically what they are going to be collecting from you. I mean, they got your IP address, they have like a ton of stuff, but then it gets to keystroke pattern or rhythms. So
yes,
literally every single stroke that you make,
yes,
everything that you do, they know it all. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Well, then it continues further into the video. And yeah, basically, she is right. They are absolutely scanning our faces and
yes,
they have a database. And the reason it's okay is there are no laws that make that illegal or prevent that or give us safety and protection from this happening. So, yeah, everybody that
that's
is
why the
on
online anonymity is such a big thing.
yeah. Yeah, it's so scary. But absolutely they got replicas they could form, they could build. And I don't know, but it's definitely very scary. And I mean, I get it. Like then you kind of went further and it's true. This whole AI now that people can just access through your phone, that just boop, happens so quickly. And of course, we're interested. So what people are like, what's it gonna hurt? Okay, let's do it. And that's a big thing. Us, we just want to use the application. So we okay the permission. Yeah, sure. You
Yes.
can have it. It doesn't matter. People already got my stuff anyway. Go ahead and have it. Well, it's actually pretty serious. And
Yeah.
and now they include the AI part as well as the fact that they're getting better with our voices. And again, with our keystrokes, with our talking pattern, they can type a sentence or a whole paragraph and then use our voice. And that sounds like we're the ones that are saying whatever. So
Yeah, it mimics our cadence, our speech rhythm, your dialect, the your accent, all of that. And it picks it all up because it monitors your keystroke and it's constantly listening to how you speak.
yeah, I mean, when I heard this, I was like, oh my gosh. I mean, and the thing is, like, it really isn't just conspiracy. It's under a conspiracy video, but really, I mean, he looked into it. It's all pretty dang clear and you just got to recognize what it could become. And the fact that, like, hello, it's bad enough, in my opinion, that our government has info on us and who know, whatever. But to know that literally, like, country that we definitely have an issue, there's problems there. It's very scary, and it does make me, when I get looking into it, it's very scary what could come in the future.
Listen, if my state decided that anybody that works for the state of Wyoming and has a state issued device, you're not allowed a TikTok account. Period. The end. Doesn't matter if you never put it on your state device. You're not even allowed to have a TikTok account. It was that big of a bone of contention. I live in a pretty conservative state. So if my governor said it's wrong, I don't need TikTok. I close my TikTok account. No, thank you.
Yeah, check this out, y'all. This is what I was telling you guys about. Can you see it?
I remember one like this. I don't know if it's the same one, but I remember this one. Very
Yeah.
similar. Mhm.
So here's the thing. Mom, these bad men have me. Help me, help me. An Arizona mom of 2 targeted in a deep fake kidnapping scam gives gripping testimony revealing how AI impersonated her 15-year-old daughter's voice as a man threatened to have his way with her.
Oh my
So
God.
she testified about it in the Senate. There's her testifying.
So this is like the next generation of the, hey grandpa, it's me. I'm in jail. Can you help me? Who's
Exactly.
this? Your grandson. You know what I mean?
Yep. So this is what right here kind of
They're talking about it as scamming too, the way that they're doing exactly now, how they are actually. There are tons of scam has been increasing really rapidly. And yes, part of it does have to do with like a deep fake with the voice that the other thing is through text, they'll just simply send a text and they're trying to like make people aware and say, don't call them right away. Here's the other thing they're doing. I think Nicole actually mentioned this or posted something about it where they will they like ask you what the code is to your bank and
Yeah.
be like, oh hey babe, pretending to be a spouse or child and say, what was the code to the account? And you just type it in and send it on the way. No, always call them and hear their voice to be
Yep.
sure that's who's even requesting the pin,
yeah,
because
exactly.
the money's gone by the time you realize it's gone.
And you'll never be able to get it back. Nor will you be able to find them because they're behind a VPN and everything's bouncing out of East Bumbafuck and Mars and the bottom of the Titanic.
One dude got busted this past week.
For using AI to write his rap song. That's funny. So basically, the AI struck them. OceanGate submersible company funded by the Rothschilds family. Well,
Lord.
yeah, talking about that real quick, we're going to take a right turn here.
What? Let's
A
go.
lot of, yay! A lot of
Clean
people
off
were
the brake
asking,
or clean off the clutch and on the gas.
yes, exactly. We're not even going to put the clutch in. We're just going to burn it. So talking about the submersible, right? A lot of people were asking, well, they have insurance and the families can sue the insurance, but here's the thing. And B Tim was kind of asking something from Panel and Queen Bees one night, and he said, I don't think regular liability insurance would cover that. And I said, no, they wouldn't. What's going
Panel
on?
insurance. Is that what you're telling us? We now need to have panel insurance?
No. He read it a 10-year-old's homework. It was to go home, ask Dad what happens to us. What? No, no, no. No. Oh my God. No. Anyway, so no, weird things that are insured that are not typical is called excess and surplus insurance. And some big companies like Nationwide, State Farm, whatever, have an excess and surplus division. But the really out there shit, like, insuring your legs for $1 million, that kind of thing, those are done by,
Unless you're a leg model or a hand model, something like that.
right.
Or Nancy Kerrigan.
I'm trying to, you would write Nancy Kerrigan needed it. That was a good one, voices. But,
Grandma,
oh, let's see.
Grandma and I are here all week. Just give us a minute. We'll be back tomorrow. For our next encore, I'm going to choke on my coffee.
Don't do that. I can't get this to work.
Oh my God, I heard it. I love you. Thank you.
Oh, you did. Code word chicken cutlets. Just a moment, please. We need a peen bomb.
Can I take this opportunity to say thank you to our little community?
Yes. Yeah. What's up, Boston?
Hey guys. Hey voices, how are you today? I know you've got a lot going on.
Okay, well, I can give you the update real quick, guys. Grandma's had surgery. She is out of surgery and she's scheduled to be walking in about 40 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Holy crap. That's
When
awesome.
I tell you that I come from tough stock, this woman fell at 8 o'clock last night. When my aunt went in to get a phone charger for her, you could see where Grandma had taken herself into the bathroom. She had taken herself into the kitchen. She had made a meal. And then she crawled to the front door at 2 a.m. to unlock it for the cop that got a partial 911 call, and they sent him over to her address where she was hollering for him to break the door down. And finally, she just crawled to the kitchen.
Oh, my goodness. Hi, Willow.
She's tough.
Yeah.
So we are extremely lucky with 2 ambulance rides, all the jostling that happens, all the CTs, the x-rays, all of that. We are lucky that her brake was in full alignment. She has a couple of pins and an incision about yay long.
Wow.
My goodness.
When I heard that at first, I thought it was a leg, and then someone said hip about 45 minutes ago in Whispers. It was either Whispers or
She broke the femoral head, so the very tip of her femur. So you've got the socket, and then the ball that goes in the socket, and then this is the neck. That's what she broke.
Oh,
But
my goodness.
the break was across there, and then this would be like the rest of the leg. So the break was straight across and it was fully aligned. It hadn't even shifted. It was just a complete breakthrough.
thank God.
Oh, my goodness.
Honestly, I truly believe that was the power of the prayer that you guys did this morning. So thank you for what you've done. Thank you for loving me, even at my most unlovable. Thank you.
Well, we really felt you because we knew you weren't home. You weren't with Grandma, and then to get that information and then, not be able to do something immediately. And then, we all love Grandma.
Oh, yeah.
We've been praying
I
for
just
her.
can't say thank you guys enough.
Aw.
I don't have any other family, and you guys have helped me through all of this. So thank you.
We're your family.
I'm so fucking grateful for each and every one of you.
You're right.
The only thing ever do is
Yes.
continue to be kind, because I can never say thank you enough.
Yes. Hi, Coco. Hi, Kate the Great. Thanks for coming in, babies. We're just talking about how screwed up the world is right now. Yeah. But anyway, back to the
So
Titan.
TikTok is bad. TikTok is bad. The Titan imploded.
Right. Okay.
What are your
Well,
Titan points? What are your I want to hear your thoughts on the Titan.
oh, the Titan. Well, about the insurance thing, and Texan said it up here somewhere, is that a lot of people use a company called Lloyd's of London, and that's not technically an insurance company. It's a bunch of rich people that get together and decide, okay, I'm going to put, $500,000 towards this as insurance, right? So that's kind of the way that works. I just wanted to do that. And has everybody seen has everybody seen the implosion? Like what an implosion is like?
Oh, I've seen examples. Okay.
Yeah? Yeah, has everybody? Because I have a thing we can play. If not, we'll
Oh, play
just
it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think we should just
Yeah, we
play
can
it
play.
anyway. Even if people have seen it, I think they need to see it again.
well, oh yuck. Okay.
Did you
Here's
guys watch the video with the man? I can't think of his name right now. But the man that just a few days before this, he was supposed to be on mission 3, and he did even go into it and went, but he didn't go as deep. He was still considered on the platform, but he did a recording, and he did not pay any money because the agreement was for him to share it out to his 13 point something million subs on YouTube. And he's a very kind gentleman, I thought. Very nice. Got a wreath that was all natural and tossed it out, recognizing the wreckage and those that lost their lives. But it's wild to me that it was stated by one of the experts, one of the people that go regular, I can't even think of the name right now, stated what they thought could have been the issue. And then in this man's video, they had an issue with it, and one of the men that was working on it explained what could be the issue that was happening right then, and they were trying to fix it. And then the next clip was of the CEO talking as well about the problem, and I was just like, "Whoa, that's." I mean, I don't know.
mm-hmm.
I just couldn't fathom. Like he just came so close. If the weather had cleared up, that it could have been him.
Jesus.
And it's just
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, it's scary, but here's the thing. Okay. According to some of the interviews I've seen, and James Cameron gave a really great interview because he's been down to the Titanic like 30 something times in his submersible that he built and has talked about a lot of stuff. I might try to find that and like put it in description or something. But so according to the interviews, they were trying to offload ballast, right? They had 7 backup safety plans and they were going to offload the ballast so that they could rise. They had like a balloon. They had
Right.
where they could
You could just dump weight. Like they could hit a button and it just dumped the weight right off, and then it would just bloop, bloop, bloop,
so
and
so
stays.
they did that right before they lost comms and right before it imploded. And so here is what an implosion is like.
Oof.
And trigger warning, okay? Trigger warning.
Happens to human bodies when a sub implodes. Your body is essentially meat with several sacs and hollows of air inside of it. And when you're cruising around on Earth's surface, you're used to about
Oh
one.
God!
Down here, where the Titan submersible got Thanos snapped,
Oh
it's
God.
about 400 atmospheres. That's about 6,000 pounds of pressure per square inch.
What?
But how many square inches?
What?
I'm sorry. I thought I was muted. I walked in and I found that somebody threw up on the floor. I don't know which one of the 5 it was. Sorry. That was just really piss poor timing on my part and my
Oh, gotcha.
inability to hit the mute button. No, it was oh God, who did this? Sorry.
No, that's okay. That's okay. I just wanted to make sure. Fair use, all that. Oops. Play.
Grandma.
Inches is a human being.
Yeah.
The average adult male is about 5'9" and weighs approximately 200 pounds. If you work that out,
Can we
it's
hear
about
this?
21 square feet, which is
Yep.
about 3,000 square inches.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
you've got
great.
3,000 square inches and 6,000 pounds of pressure per square inch. That's 18 million pounds of pressure. This is why the quality of your submersible matters so much. Ideally, you want a cutting-edge submersible that's going to keep all of that pressure away from your body. That is obviously not what happened on Titan. It basically became a tube of toothpaste in a hydraulic press. The upside to catastrophic implosions, that's not a sentence you ever think you're going to say, is that they happen very quickly. In the case of Titan, you're literally talking less than a millisecond.
Less than a millisecond is what had happened. So they had a warning system inside the Titan that monitored the hull pressure. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And evidently that went off. They offloaded their ballast. They were going to try to ascend. They were going to try to hit the surface again. And then, boom, less than a millisecond.
So I'd say the thing about that though is it was less than a millisecond. So meaning like they didn't feel the pain. Your body can't feel it. There was not time for any sensation or anything. But the fact that they were unloading ballast and the fact that the warning went off, there was
Right.
at least a moment in time. We don't know how. There's a little bit of time there. At least they would know from when they reported it up to the surface to when they heard the sound of it imploding. However long that was, they at least at least the CEO and the others that are experienced with this were at least aware there was a problem for a
Yeah.
little bit. So there was
Yeah.
time for fear, and that makes me sad.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
they didn't.
Well, I think from what I've seen, and I've just been so consumed with this, okay, is that they probably heard some cracking and looked up, and more than likely there wasn't a lot of time between when that happened because watch. Trigger warning.
Maybe even a nanosecond. That's what you keep hearing people say. They never knew it happened, but there's actually cool anatomy behind this. It takes time for information like pain to be transmitted through your nerves to your brain and be processed. In the case of pain, it takes approximately 100 milliseconds. That's 99 milliseconds longer than it took for the implosion. What's really crazy is it takes 13 milliseconds for you to process visual imagery. So that means you're crushed before you even know that you saw it. Now we're going to talk about leftovers, and this might get a little dark. If you're not interested in that, you don't have to stay for it. There were
Yeah. This is the part that's really because there's no leftovers. Okay, people are saying, "Oh, well, they're going to retrieve their bodies," and no,
Impossible. Yeah.
No.
yeah, mm-mm.
Pink mist.
Pink mist, exactly.
They're they're literally one with the ocean. They were washed away.
I personally believe that the Titan was a cheap prop and was never a submersible. Deaths were faked for insurance payouts, designed to keep future explorers away from the Titanic crime scene. Maybe. Yeah. Okay. Now this is what he's talking about as far as why there's no bodies to retrieve.
5 people on the Titan submersible. Let's assume they weigh 180 pounds each. That means there's 900 pounds of remains that have to go somewhere. So why won't you find anything? First off, we have to deal with the cooking. Yes, cooking. That submersible has a giant air bubble inside of it. And when it fails, the pressure is going to compress that air. And when that happens, it heats up to about the temperature of the sun, which is 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit. If there was anything left after the Ocean Instapot event, it would be immediately reduced to a gel. And that gel-like substance would be ejected out of all of the seams of that now crushed submersible at extremely high velocity. That press-formed and cooked meat product will now enter into the great circle of life where it will go on to become part of something else, which I admit sounds dark, but that's where we all end up.
Oh Lord.
Hi. Hi. How are you? You have questions? Yes. I had a lot of questions.
I mean-
I'm sure you had a lot of questions, but rest assured.
love Ryan Reynolds.
And that quit wasn't to you. That quit was to Mason. He keeps thinking that he needs to lick my sweatpants.
Sweatpants? No. Did you guys
So
hear that the Navy heard or knew it might have imploded right away? Like they just
I
didn't.
want to talk
Ellie
on
was.
that actually. So,
Yeah.
it's kind of been bothering me that a lot of people have been upset and being like, this is not fair to the families that they were dragged along believing that their family member might get saved and that they were searching for the family member. Well, actually, it was through the community of those that are the bio whatevers in the science whatevers, all of them that are experienced in this. It's a small community and they send emails and they communicate with each other about things. Everybody in that community was aware of it. However, some people were told by the family members' other family. So, for example, not specifically say the wife, but a relative of the wife did let them know that the family was told right away that they had heard the noise and that the likelihood that they would find them was not probably going to happen. And
Oh, wow.
so few of these people did know. And it was even said on like WFLA with JB on one of them, Martin, I believe his name is, said something about that he believed that the sound, it was reported in the beginning that there was a sound heard on Sunday and detected to be quite large. And so he probably assumed that it happened right away. And so there were people speaking on it. You just had to catch the people. And there are people still, there's articles out there of people saying, they were told right away that the families had been told. So now my question then doesn't mean that it's all good and great. My question still is, why was the general public? So the public should not be upset for the families because it does seem, at least some of them, if not all of them, were told. But why did they kind of drag the
Yeah.
general public along?
The
Is
news
kind of where,
illustrated that, you know what I mean?
yeah.
The opposite of what actually happened.
It made like some of the special like people that are educated and experienced in these kind of dives. Some of them wanted to be quiet because they said, I don't know, there seemed to be like this narrative or thing put out about like a time and the clock was ticking down
Yep.
and so they were like, there was this kind of put out there by so many and they didn't dare say what they knew, what they had heard, as to not slip up. And then, like I said, there were a couple that that did actually say something, but it does make me question that. So I'm thankful that the families, I don't believe, were dragged along and
I hope
made
not.
believe there was a chance. I'm pretty sure they were told, but
You know,
I
just
don't get
the
the
amount of
public.
hours, 8 hours, 12 hours left to air. But you know what I mean? I hope that they, didn't get dragged. You know what I mean? Thinking
Well, what bothered me the most there is that if they knew all this stuff, okay, so they went down Sunday on Father's Day.
Mhm.
Figure some places knew Sunday night. Most of us found out on Monday that it went missing, right? And then, we had the countdown to oxygen and,
Mhm.
we're talking about the CO2 scrubbers and all that stuff. And there's a lot of people, millions of people like me who were glued to this thing all week long until Thursday. They go, oh yeah, we found part of it. And,
Mhm.
the Navy heard something that was, like an implosion, at
I
the
would
time.
say like I have two thoughts on it. One is, could it be that they were trying to be responsible and wait until they confirmed it by being down there before telling the public? I don't know about that. And then the other one kind of goes down the conspiracy-ish route, which
Hmm.
I had heard people saying that there's a chance that the reason this got taken into a big thing and then kind of carried and dragged along, which I don't know if you all agree with me, but in my opinion, there are distractions that I feel get placed in America or something involving America that does cause Americans to look this way because something's going on that way.
Like
Yeah,
the boat in Greece that went down.
you see, yeah. So there's right, right. Like, and so I don't know what they were distracting maybe us from,
Oh,
or
there's all kinds of things. Hang on just a second. Hi, NorCal girl. Thanks for coming in. California girl 48. Hi. If I missed anybody, Cambry, I'm sorry. Hi, baby. Thanks for coming in. So, yeah, distractions. So let's talking of that. Oh, I clicked the wrong thing because I'm brilliant. Here we go.
Very.
Not. Okay, so this would have been something
Yep.
to distract from.
Mm-hmm.
And I get why the submersible thing was all interesting to us and fascinating. It's not just because some people, and I'm just going to be harsh, okay? I'm just going to be honest. Some people thought, billionaires who had more money than common sense, that kind of thing.
Mhm,
But there's also stuff going on in the world that was super bad.
mhm.
And this right here, there were 750 people on this boat, okay? There were 100 kids below deck in the cargo area.
Yep.
And they were having some engine problems. So it was off the coast of Greece, okay? And so the Greek Coast Guard went out there and gave them fuel and gave them some water and food a couple times. And then had offered to come on board to just check conditions. And the people on the boat said no. Okay, no, don't come on board. Now, I haven't heard any real updates. This was from Monday, but evidently there are people who were saying that the Greek Coast Guard was trying to attach to the boat to tow it back to shore. And other people were saying, no, that's not what happened, that, people shifted the weight. But anyway, the boat capsized. And as of right now, at least 300 people are dead. There's a bunch of them that are still missing. And this is really sad because all of these people are trying to they were trying to get to Italy, but the European Union has a huge problem with people trying to flee other countries that are
Yep.
in so much distress. Evidently Pakistan is going through a horrible, horrible financial crisis and is not safe there anymore. And, they get deliveries of food and people like rush like it was toilet paper during COVID, all of that stuff. And so, yeah, that would have been a distraction.
I read something about like there might have been traffickers on there or something like that. An article. I gotta find it. Something about human trafficking. I gotta find the article. I'll go
So I'm
look for.
seeing I see something on here too online. It says that a fishing boat smuggling migrants from Libya to Greece sank 14th of June, causing major humanitarian tragedy. It said it carried estimated 400 to 750, including 100 kids, but that only 13 people survived the crash. I hadn't heard
Mm.
that number. I had heard like all the others, but I didn't know
I
that.
heard a higher number.
Well, yeah, and here's the thing with that. As I was looking around at this stuff,
Mhm.
this happens not not a boat capsizing killing hundreds of people, but boats like this leaving daily and people by the tens of thousands trying to get into the European Union,
You know what
you
it
know.
reminds me of, Grandma Sherry? It reminds me of people that would flee Cuba coming to the US.
Yeah. Or fleeing, South America, coming across our borders. Um I heard the captain on that boat bailed. Well,
I
that's
think I read that too.
nasty.
Well,
Oh,
there were
I just
people
watched one.
downstairs.
Yeah, I just watched one too. I'm not going to remember the
Mhm.
name of the boat, but I believe it happened. They ended up in it. I believe Italy is where somewhere in Italy is where they were when it officially sank. But it was again like going against what they were advised not to do, and they went ahead and did it anyway. And then they lied to all the passengers and told them everything's good, we're fine, nothing's matter, it's good, just go back to your place, it's good, it's good. And then all of a sudden it was tipping further and further, and like some people recorded, and you could see the plates from the kitchen that were in the dining hall were sliding down, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And little girls and children were crying, and
Ugh.
obviously some lost their life. But what happened was that captain that was running that one, he bailed. He, as quick as he could, telling her, it's good, it's fine, nothing's wrong, jumped on a safety boat, took off. And you can actually hear where the whoever was in charge of him was commanding him, get over there, you tell me how many people are over there, get over there and tell me. And he would not. And I believe he got charged, like legally, he got charged for the deaths. And
Good.
anyway, I watched that, and it was very eye-opening to see
Do you,
in the moment like what it could look like if that
do you,
happened. It's very
do you
scary.
think the passengers didn't want to go? Some of them didn't want to go with the Coast Guard because they would have been brought back to where they were coming from.
Probably, probably. I think that's a lot of people when they run into that situation when they're illegally immigrating somewhere,
Hmm.
immigrating with an E, um, for the safety of their family. That's pure desperation. Okay, to go with kids and nothing but like a backpack each
Hmm.
and all that kind of stuff. That is pure desperation. So if some official is going to come up to you and say, hey, we need to send you back because this is illegal, um, I heard the same number.
Okay, I do want to correct this too,
Cell
because I
cam footage. What?
I think they might have been talking about 13 children, maybe, is what they meant by that. But as I read on a new article that's just a couple days ago, it says that only 104 people have been rescued alive.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so that would
that's
be 650 something people that perished, and we spending all this time and all this money, because there was like Canada and the United States and England offered to send a boat to go look for the Titan submersible. The French came, the United States Navy, the Coast Guard. We had all of these things out there. We lost 2 ROVs that imploded on the way down looking for them. All of that money paid, right? All of the money paid to look for 5 guys, which I'm not saying life for life because life is valuable, period. But I don't understand. If the United States hands out more money than we possibly can imagine to other countries, funding wars in the Ukraine and all of that kind of stuff, that the money that we spend on stupid shit, why is that not dispersed? Why
Or is that?
why is
Yep.
what yeah, why is that not given to things like our infrastructure so our bridges don't collapse? Why is it not given to, attacking and researching everything, the mental health crisis, people being homeless, people being starving, people who can't afford to live anymore.
CPS system.
CPS system.
Mm. And the sad part is that as I looked into that, apparently plenty of money is given for CPS, but they don't actually put all the money towards CPS, and it's
Oh my
very
God,
frustrating.
Burden. I've been looking into that, and so the federal government gives states money towards their child protective services, right?
Mhm.
The state government has the ability to divert those funds. I don't think
Yeah.
that should be a thing.
Right.
Nope.
And then they can put them into like school coffers, like what Savannah had, and then they have to be reallocated when one of these tragedy pimps comes out here and causes an excess of 50 calls to one neighborhood because they want to tar and feather the family that lives in the home.
Sorry
Right.
I'm about to do a little change up real quick. Did anybody see JLR going to Don Wells' son's home and filming the outside and around the backyard? And he's like, the dogs, these are dogs, they're dogs.
Oh
And I'm like,
my God.
yes, idiot. And then he filmed the license plate on the camper and the license plate on a car. He doesn't even know that car belongs to them, but he got it. And I'm like, you are such a dumb son of a gun, man. And he clickbaited because he said Don Wells arrested. And no, he meant Don Wells Jr., which is still, in my own opinion, interesting. Ever since I started with Summer's case from the beginning, I have had an issue with his son a little bit because I had looked at the court documents and I knew that Don lied when he said that there wasn't a large age gap, blah, blah, blah. I knew he lied about it and it upset me. And actually, kind of funny story, kind of, is that at that time I did not have a channel in the very beginning of Summer's case. And I was pretty strong in my opinion at that point, but I went into Glarers and I'd never been in there before. But he was talking and he was like, everyone's accusing, da da da. Why are they talking about Don Wells Jr.? Why bring his son into this? There's nothing pointing to nothing. And I was like, yeah, well, and he's like, no, I only want proof. It's got to be evidence. It's got to be something legit. And I'm like, yes, it's court records of his record. I'll give them to you. So I went and got him and I came back. I was like, may I have an address? Can I have your address, Claire? And then I was like, mods, can I have the email address for him? Anyway, then he said, bro. He goes, bro, we all hear you. Calm down. And then he ultimately rejected even looking at them. He said, I don't really care what they say. It doesn't matter. I don't think that people should be yada yada, whatever. And
Really?
I'm so mad at him for calling me bro. I was like, ugh. And then I become a creator and I'm actually really cool with him. But
Yeah.
Right.
yeah, and so because he was on when you look up who lived at that residence, he was up there when the kids were up there. And it's like wild that if you're not supposed to be around kids, why were you? And I don't know, I got my own thing on him. But anyway, just wondering if you guys saw JLR, of course, going and snooping around. He says, I just happened to be in the area. Oh,
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah. Him and his
Yeah.
teleportation device.
He is going to get himself in a lot of trouble if we just stand back and do our due diligence when we see that kind of behavior happening. I think the more attention we give him with it, the worse it. I mean, because this is already a crime. That's Don Wells's son, right? Don
Right.
Wells's daughter is a missing person. Don Wells's sister-in-law is a missing person. You're messing, like, he's only messing with that family, in my opinion, because of their financial level. Because
could be.
and because he knows that they don't have the ability to stop him. Sorry.
Oh, no problem. Hey, PJ. Hi, sweetheart. Southern Alabama fan. Thanks for coming in. I hope everybody's having a good day. Did I miss anybody? I've been kind of ranting today. And we've just been, it's a roller
Sorry.
coaster. No,
Townsend, yeah, sorry.
no, it's all good. I love this. I love talking about stuff. What I was going to say is that on Tuesday, I'm going to do a tinfoil hat thing off of Deets on the Streets live from yesterday, because, and it's really,
Heavens.
yeah, we're going to talk about the Anunnaki,
Oh, okay.
and we're going to talk about how that leads into the end times in biblical prophecy.
It was a funny stream. I'm still halfway through it. Like I'm right when perfectly jumped on is where I'm at.
Oh,
But,
okay.
yeah,
I have
Blair
a half
was-
hour. I have like a weird little gap almost at the end. I dozed off. I'm just listening to it today though because I didn't get notified about it, and so
I didn't get one either. Damn
I'm kind of
notification.
bummed about that because that was quite a
Yeah.
conversation.
That ran the gamut, and it was what, like 7 hours or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there were just parts of it, and I actually had some people in chat saying, "Grandma, you got to talk about this." So I'm like, "Okay."
It was interesting.
Have heard about the Anunnaki but don't know the story. Oh, Peggy, be here Tuesday. Or catch replay, whatever, because this is something that me and my theories, right? My tinfoil hat stuff. Like this.
Hmm.
Like we're all going to be RFID chipped, and then it'll be the mark of the beast and all that stuff.
Black Mirror type stuff. Yep.
Yeah. Oh my God, I love Black
Honey,
Mirror.
we're already RFID chipped. We're fucking every one of us has a fucking cell phone. If you don't think that that's not an RFID chip, I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I was talking about the literal chip like they use in some European countries.
Oh, literally implanted. Okay.
Yes.
Do you know, I
Yes.
even heard that they were gonna, when more discussion came up about chips and whatnot, that what they were going to implement, I don't know. Again, this one's just a wild one, so I mean, I ain't saying it's true, take it or leave it. But they were
Go for
saying
it,
that
girl.
they said they were gonna implant what they believed was gonna happen was that any dental surgery adults have during dental procedure would get something implanted, but that children, little babies, that there would be implants done um, right off the get go from the jump, and that it wouldn't be anything anybody even realizes because you're thinking you just had some oral surgery. That's all.
Well, Burden, you just fucking totally made it like you just totally explained why I constantly hear a radio in my head. They fucking chipped me when I had all my teeth extracted.
Oh no. Ah, no, but really, that was like.
At least you explained to me why I hear voices. And no, I shouldn't even joke
Is
about.
that why your
I
name's
should not
Voices?
even joke. No, well, maybe.
Okay, here's something fun. Because oh God, I keep clicking the wrong thing. I'm just not good at this. But okay, so
Okay, now I'm gonna need you to adjust your inner dialogue and your toxic self-talk. You are very good at this. If you weren't good at it, we wouldn't all be up here hanging out, holding conversation with you, and you wouldn't be holding people in your
Aw.
chat talking. So I'm gonna need you as your friend, I'm coming to you to say, please adjust your inner dialogue because you are great. You are great at this. So stop it.
Aw, thank you. Okay.
Oh, we need that, like, is for so many. At least I can say for myself anyway. I need like
Yeah.
one of you to tell me that because I kind of do. Nicole's pretty good at times
Oh,
telling me.
Bob, if I come into your live, you know you're doing something right.
Yeah.
I mean, like, and I'm in there a lot. I come in there because I want to hear how you present the case. There's a
Oh
reason I come
man.
in there. Because if you don't think that you don't start it off, you give me just enough that I have a really good base to deep dive on any case that I've ever anything that you've ever covered.
Yeah.
Well,
So
thanks for saying that. I've been actually really, really, really in my own head. I don't. Do you question? Does anybody know if there is a term for a creator's on YouTube's version of a writer's block? Is there a name?
YouTube block.
yeah, it's called creator's block.
Well, I
It's
got
called
it, and
creator's block. It's the same thing.
I've had it
Right.
for a long while, and I'm really struggling. So that's nice to hear you say that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yes, thank you, voices. But speaking of
Bob?
which, and the funny thing was I was pulling this up and Cambry mentioned it, that Elon's Neuralink was just approved for human trials. Human trials. And here's the thing, I have tons of tabs here. Is it safe? Do you guys know what this is?
Not yet.
The
Yes,
Neuralink?
I do. I really do. I looked into this one back when he had it in the, I believe it was a sheep or a pig or something, a couple of them.
Mhm.
And yeah, I have looked into this.
Okay. So here's what Neuralink is. Have you seen people that are in wheelchairs that are like quadriplegics and they can't speak? They're kind of like shut in, but they
Yes.
can actually, they have a computer attached to them that they can communicate through the computer. Kind of like Stephen Hawking. Remember him?
The Tron guy that Jimmy Con used to screw with.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So Elon Musk has developed this brain implant, okay, that is now okayed by the Food and Drug Administration to conduct clinical trials in humans. So what this is, for now, the company says it's working on giving people with quadriplegia the ability to control their computers and mobile devices with their thoughts. Okay, so that's part of it. They also have these exoskeletons that they put on people who can't move. Let's see. Here we go. Dooby dooby doo.
Dun, dun.
Exoskeletons. Da 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 da.
Oh wow.
Okay, so right now they're actually used for things like people who move furniture and heavy stuff to help protect your back. But these things that they have
Yeah.
now,
They have a whole robotic suit that a quadriplegic can walk again.
exactly,
Whoa.
exactly, and it's controlled by a chip, a connection that's put into your brain. That's what the neural link is.
Really? And that'll-
Yeah.
There's
And
a
it's
lady on YouTube, if you like, it comes up in my shorts from time to time, that's had this done, and she's a quad and she's walking again.
Right. Yeah.
it's not even like an extensive surgery. It's just it's so they claim it's very simple where they just go under the skin and then they just connect it one little
Uh-huh.
thing and then the skin over and ta-da,
What?
you're good to go. Yeah, and
Seriously, wow.
he's implementing all kinds of things into it, but I don't know if it's there yet. Grandma Sherry, you might know. I knew that what he was headed toward was to be able to read
People's
your
thoughts.
text. Well, okay, yeah, but
Yeah.
also like read your phone, your text, online information that you don't get your phone, your brain like just sees it through
Sees
your
it.
eyes. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, remember the Google glasses?
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
That was like not a prototype, but that was like part of the evolution of that. And does everybody watch Black Mirror?
Oh yeah. Every episode.
Okay.
No.
I only got through episode 1 of the new season. But y'all, we got to talk Black Mirror. Mhm. Yeah. It's
It
on
scares me,
I'm
Netflix.
but
out. Scares me
scares
too much.
Yeah,
I love it.
because there are so many things in those episodes that we are so close to right now, and it just seems really dystopian, you
Like
know?
doable, like everything. Like, oh my god, that could
It
probably
is.
easily be done. Whoa.
And it is
Right.
being done because everything that we have access to, all the cell phones, all the satellite stuff, all the TV stuff, all of that stuff is probably 10 to 20 years behind what our government is working with right now.
That we know of, yeah. You got to watch it, Burden. If you haven't seen Black Mirror, you would enjoy it. Every episode is different. Every episode, so it's not like you have to catch. You know what I mean? Like you have to watch the first one, and then to get the gist of the second one. Every episode's different.
How many episodes?
There's
Ish.
6 seasons right now, Grandma.
I think
Yep.
I think it's
6
is it 6 seasons?
Yeah, then this is the newest one. The sixth one, just 6 is local
Each
Netflix.
season is very short. It's not like there's 20 episodes each. They're like 6 or 8 episodes per season.
That yeah.
He can talk on the phone using his head. Yeah. Yeah, so it has good uses for sure, but what scares me, it's the beginning of chip implants in the brain. Exactly.
I mean,
Exactly.
that's a huge privacy breach.
Yeah. In game, there'll be no phone, but a chip in the brain. Oh, Black Mirror. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Wow, I can't believe a lot of people haven't even heard of it. Holy moly!
Pacemakers. You know what? Everything's linked to a computer now. I mean, diabetics can install this thing on them, and it just automatically uploads their blood sugar and their blood pressure, and your phone can do that now. And
Mm-hmm. My dad's
oh,
phone does
yes.
it.
Oh, Queen Bella, I'm sorry. Increase my anxiety meds after this live. Yes. Oh, Peggy. Peggy, you and I. You and I, girl. You and I. Movies are predictive programming. 1984, Hunger Games, Into the World movies, The Simpsons. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, Sean, I get into it. Trust me. When Queen first brought it up, I was like, yeah, I couldn't get into that. And she like started explaining some of the episodes. I'm like, all right, I'll give it a shot. And 48 hours later, I was done with all 5 seasons.
It is. And I actually had to take breaks in them because, oh, we lost voices. I'm sorry. Voices? Um, yeah, no, I had to take breaks because because my way of thinking about stuff, and you know my tinfoil hats, guys. Um, I'm like, oh my God, yes, it's already there. We're there. This is just
Yeah.
the next step. Da da da. You know, Nick, the one about the dating site.
Oh my God. Where they had to date a different person after like a certain amount of time that they had with them, right?
Yes, they were
Oh,
matched up by the algorithm.
yep.
And panel insure, I just saw it. They're matched up by the algorithm. You know, they go meet the people, and this is all like it looks like it's state run because all the restaurants have the state people in there from the dating site, and they get
Mm-hmm.
together. It looks like Scientology conventions, you know, where everybody's yay, it worked for me, and everybody claps and all that stuff. But then they they put these pocket things, kind of like these devices together to see how long they're going to be together.
Mm-hmm.
And they're together 8 years, or they're together 18 minutes or 18 hours or whatever.
3
Um,
days. Yep.
right. Yeah. It was just crazy. And then at the end, spoiler alert, they were like just in some matrix.
Yeah. At the end, they wanted to be with each other, right? And he's like, screw it. And they just went against the grain. And it was like, that's what the computer system wanted them to do at the end. It was like, you won, basically. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah. Ready Player One.
Right? That's like my top 3 favorite episodes is that one.
Yeah. That's it. It's crazy. Black Mirror, y'all. Black Mirror.
If you like
Scares
conspiracies and
scares the
crazy
crap
stuff.
out of me more than anything. You know, the bad thing is, babies, that we are so close to all these things happening. And I don't know if it's like end times, like if Jesus is coming soon, or
Something.
we have the
Man, my
technology.
mom.
$6 Million Man, remember that?
Is it a movie?
Oh,
Or a
Monty
show?
Python's Terry Gilliam directed a very good movie about the future called Brazil. I love Monty Python.
Never heard that. Not Monty, the Brazil one.
Yeah,
Hmm.
neither have I. Neither have I. I'm going to have to look it up. I'm writing it down because I will forget it. Brazil.
Another quick question, you guys. But it goes into the crime realm. Have any of you watched the footage that involves and is around the 14-year-old and his mother that got arrested and charged of murder in Chicago?
No. Where is it? Where can you watch it at?
I saw it on TikTok, and then there was an article. I can probably try to find it and send it to you in the back here. But I
Love
mean,
that
when
kind
you
of stuff.
just watch the video, and not TikTok, I meant Twitter. I'm not sure what I said, but I mean Twitter. When you just watch the video, I mean, I would say like I don't think that the 14-year-old, like I don't think they should be charged. But when you listen to like the write up of the affidavit, allegedly
Mother,
the hmm?
mother instructed 14-year-old son to shoot
That's
and
the one.
kill man.
Hmm.
And evidently, we're starting with the internet outage.
Uh-oh. I heard something about that. The internet was going to go down this week or something like that.
Yeah, Blunt B was saying that. Packless was saying it.
Oh, Jesus. People are going to go nuts. Like myself.
Yes. Oh, yay. Okay, here we go. Did you get it? Did you get it, Bob?
Where am I get? You mean to give to
I
you?
yeah.
Oh yeah. Sure, I'll grab it. Sorry, I'm slow or something. I don't know what's going on with me here. Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
All right. So the first one I'm gonna send. I thought I saw that an Amber Alert just came up, but I wasn't positive, so that's why my brain clicked right out of us. Sorry about that. Okay,
Oh,
so because it didn't come from the alert system though, that's why I was like, wait, is this actually a crit now? Said it was out of. I just forgot. I don't remember. Chicago maybe. Cleveland. I don't know.
Cleveland
Possibly, yeah. Said that there was a shooting
at a
and
hot dog stand.
yeah, something like that maybe. Yes, that's
A
the one. You're
woman,
on it.
yeah, a woman and her 14-year-old son have been charged following a fatal shooting at a hot dog stand Sunday, where she allegedly instructed her son to shoot and kill a man.
Okay.
Carlisha Hood, who is a valid FOID and CCL holder, all right, is facing felony count of, and another count of contributing to the delinquency of a minor.
Okay.
According to police, the pair were arrested Wednesday in the 700 block of West 111th Street. Hood entered Maxwell Street Express to get food while her son waited in the car outside. Shortly after, the 32-year-old entered the restaurant. Shortly after, the 32-year-old man entered the restaurant. An argument ensued between Hood and him, and then Hood was allegedly texting her son from the source, signaling him to enter the restaurant. It quickly turned physical when the man punched Hood in the head multiple times. Then the documents state Hood's son displayed a firearm and fired shots at the man.
Jesus.
Documents state there was a witness laughing and encouraging the incident. The man then fled the restaurant, where the 14-year-old proceeded to follow him and fire more shots. Let's see.
And that right there is where I feel like they've lost. Here, in the back chat, I sent you the actual, like the what happened.
Okay.
Yeah, like just watching what happened, I was like, they shouldn't be charged. And then reading what you just read out, I mean, first of all, I don't know if you can say it's self-defense when you weren't defending yourself, you were defending someone else. However, if you have the right to, that's your gun, and somebody was in danger of fatal, then I believe you could step in. That being said, the 14-year-old did not have the right to use the gun.
And he chased him down at the end, right?
Yeah.
And fired more shots. That's a no.
However,
that's no. Yeah, that's no.
When you bring up this video, I will say trigger warning, heads up. Just you don't see the shooting. You hear the gunshot at the end, but you don't see that. However, still trigger warning because there is abuse. There's definitely an assault that happens.
Oh my goodness. Okay, on Twitter. Here we go.
I mean, ugh.
Get your food!
Let me start this over. Stop. Oh, I saw this. Yeah.
Who? Give me gun! Who? Hey. Get your food! Get your food! If you say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out. Oh my God, I said one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out. Oh, say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out. Oh, get your food! Who? Give me gun! Who? Hey. Get your food! Get your food!
Get your
say
food.
one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out. Oh my God, I said one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out.
Oh, he hit her? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, get your food!
Jiminy Christmas.
Yeah, he hit her so hard, he almost fell down. I mean, but again, the boy didn't have the right to use the gun, so that's a problem. The mom instructing him to come in prior to the assault actually occurring. At that time, it was just an argument. Already isn't great, but where it really goes wrong is when the man flees. He at that point had only one gunshot to his back. He ran away, and she instructed the son to follow. He did. He shot him got him a second time in the back, and the man died. And then she wanted him to go after the witness that was like laughing and kind of instigating a little bit, she instructed him to go after them. And so, I
Well,
mean, yeah,
I'm
that's not
stunned.
good. However, man, he had no right off of. Well, I don't know why they're arguing what the problem is exactly, but she didn't lay a hand on him. Like, that was a solid punch.
Oh, a couple solid punches. And
Yeah.
he laid, he cocked back and he laid into that punch too. I mean, it wasn't just like a. I mean, no matter what, I was growing up. You never put your hands on a woman. Never put your hands on a lady. Not saying he should have died for it whatsoever. If it was my mother, I probably would have beat the brakes off him until someone pulled me off of him. But I'm stunned at all parties. Holy crap!
Many like all Twitter is like calling that they do not believe that they should be arrested and charged with murder, but certainly not the 14-year-old, and they want at least go light on him. But
Why do we have to go there? Hey, Grain, how are you, baby? Thanks for coming in. Did I miss anybody else? I know I've had people pop in and out.
you need to
Peggy's
know what
got
happened before. Yeah, sorry.
yeah, sorry. Peggy's got some really interesting things I need to look into. Kathy Pease, hi. Yeah, what happened before? Are they fighting over hot dogs? You know?
Well, that's what my boyfriend asked. He's like, "Does he work there?" I was like, "I didn't say he was an employee there. He doesn't really look like he's dressed as an employee, but I have no idea." Like, I don't know if they bumped into each other or I
She
don't
was
know.
complaining about her food maybe, and it was taking forever. And he was just like, "Grab your food." So that's all. It's just all.
Yeah, I need to know more. Inquiring minds want to know.
And it obviously went on long enough that they claim she had time to pull her phone out, text her son in the car, and say, "Get the gun." And sorry, I don't know if get the and then
Right.
bring it in and shoot him. And it's like that was before it turned physical. So I mean, how long had it been going? I don't know.
It could have been obviously handled way differently.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, behold a pale horse. I understand. My mom is the one person in the world I would beat through brakes off for someone. But at 14, I knew the difference between right and wrong. Yes. Amen.
Do you remember? Is it was she like 9 years old? Like a couple of months back, a little girl got charged for taking the gun. The mom told her to grab the gun out of, I believe it was a purse or a bag. She pulled. Does anybody remember that? She pulled the gun out and she shot someone too. And the little girl got charged. And it was like people kind of debating and a little back and forth on whether we think that children that young should be able to be charged for that.
I remember there was the one where the kid brought a gun to school and pulled it out, but like a real young child, that age, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, didn't shoot the teacher, but
Well, that 6-year-old in Virginia that did shoot the teacher, nobody intervened, Grain.
yeah, that one there.
They actually stood by, laughed, and encouraged it. I have no idea what happened before that. Exactly. Why did it go there? Oh.
Sometimes things go to 0 100 real quick.
Yeah, but why?
Yeah, there's a why.
Why? Evidently, yeah, we definitely need to follow up on that.
Like, I can get hot, you know what I mean? When it comes to, like, another guy in the street or whatever, and, we're having words, like, I've thrown down at a drop of a dime. I've never pulled my, you know what I mean? My pew-pew out or anything like that if I didn't need to. Yeah, I don't. The 14-year-old, he's gonna have to go through evaluation to see if he's got like priors, all that kind of stuff, his behavior. But she should definitely be charged, in my opinion.
From what I read, that neither the 14-year-old or the mom had any record, any convictions or anything like that prior to this.
Well, with the gun was the pew pew. Was it?
She had it legally.
She had it legally.
Yeah.
Oh, yep. This is gonna be a crazy one.
Yeah, because I don't know.
Okay, so I'm sending you the one in the back here that was that I was trying to think of. Apparently, it was a whole year ago.
The way he punched her makes me feel like he was the aggressor.
Oh, he was definitely the aggressor, physically at first. You can see it there.
Maybe mom really felt threatened. Yeah, but if he was walking away, or I don't know. Here's another one. Let me see. Thank you, Burden.
She could have walked away, but then, I mean, to be quite frank, that's your, that's she shouldn't have to walk. You know what I mean? Walk away. I'm saying in like a regular situation, someone shouldn't have to leave a place because you're being threatened like that. You could, so it doesn't escalate, but it's a crazy one.
Okay. CNN. A 10-year-old girl was arrested after police say she fatally shot a woman arguing with her mom. Oh, it's in Florida. I'm not surprised. No. Just kidding,
Yep,
Nikki.
I'm not surprised either.
A 10-year-old girl was arrested Tuesday after authorities say she fatally shot a woman who was arguing with her mother. The child was placed in the custody of the Florida Department of Children and Families, according to police. In a statement following the shooting, State Attorney for Orange and Osceola counties, Monique H. Worrell, said her office has been reviewing the case and will consider all of the facts, including the age of the child, and all the surrounding circumstances when making a charging decision. We want to be clear in stating that no charging decision has been made by our office, the state's attorney's statement said, adding the incident was one of the most tragic cases I've seen in my 22-year career. The child's mother is also in custody. Witnesses told police the shooting occurred the night of May 30th when the child's mother and the victim, LaShun Denise Rogers, 41, began arguing outside an apartment complex. The child was with her mother at the time of the argument, according to the arrest report, which cited witnesses. The mother allegedly initiated the physical altercation by punching Rogers, who retaliated by punching her back. The boyfriend told authorities he attempted to break up the fight, but that the victim tried to re-engage with the mother. He then allegedly saw the child holding a black firearm before firing 1 to 2 shots at Rogers, an arrest report shows. The child then allegedly yelled, "She shouldn't have hit my mama." Rogers was taken to Orlando Regional Medical Center where she later died. The girl's mother was taken into custody and the child was placed in the custody of the Florida. Okay, that
The
was
fo-
redundant.
the follow-up is I just sent it to you in the back. That's
Oh,
where the charges they decided to charge her.
the little girl?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
At 9, wow.
And then I also did take note that it was over food again. And it's like, what are we doing? Why are we having your children shooting people over food?
Right.
Weird.
Exactly. And that's what scares me. This
How's
is
it even
oh
get
look,
that far?
54. I don't know. Let's see.
Now to a story we brought you as breaking news yesterday. Orlando police say what started as a fight between two women ended with a 10-year-old girl shooting and killing her neighbor at an apartment complex on Mercy Drive. That little girl's mother is now facing charges. And as Channel 9's Felicia Ashley reports, investigators say the girl's mother actually handed that child a bag with a weapon inside.
Stacy Johnson says she may never get over losing her best friend, who was shot and killed in this complex Monday night.
Devastating. I know I'll never be right.
Family and friends say 41-year-old LaShawn Rogers was grilling out when her neighbor, Lucretia Isaac, walked up and slapped her.
So sad that she lost her life to this senseless situation.
Rogers' cousin Amber Dozier says during the altercation, Isaac handed her 10-year-old daughter her bag with a gun inside. Dozier said neighbors watched as the girl pulled out the gun, cocked it, then shot Rogers in the face.
She lifted the whole community. This neighborhood would not be the same without her.
Her family says Rogers was a mother and a grandmother, and they actually saw her give people the clothes off her back.
The situation itself is not right.
Neighbors of Rogers and the little girl say at 10, You understand the value of a life, and Rogers was invaluable. Felicia Ashley, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
Dude.
Well, on that one, it said just the mom had charges at that point. So far, the daughter had not.
Yeah. Oh, hey, hang on just a second. Guys, yeah. No, I told Peggy she can talk conspiracies.
Looked like the beginning of a military coup.
Hang
but then
on.
Suddenly ended.
Sorry.
Didn't feel that.
Yeah. That was just running in the background. No, Peggy can talk conspiracies. If you have a problem with it, then block her or whatever. I'm cool with that.
Didn't feel that.
Yeah. These kids are saying things they shouldn't be. Kids today grow up way too fast
Yes.
before they can understand. Oh, I've been to Orlando. I love Disney.
They think they're growing up too fast. That's the thing. They think it's like, because we used to, like when we were growing up, Manhunt, these kids are on iPads all day long and playing video games all day long. So they kind of do grow up faster in some sense, and they kind of don't. You know what I mean? Responsibilities and stuff like that. I don't feel like a lot of the kids growing up right now, they don't have enough responsibilities from their parents. Not all, some. You know what I mean? And so there's like pros and cons to it, in my opinion.
Well, and the thing that I'm seeing, and it makes me wonder, because just about every video game that you play, if your character dies, you might have to wait a little bit, but you regenerate and you get to play again.
Mm-hmm. True.
And how much of some of this is the idea that there's not real life consequences to what we do, and we've seen so many things. Oh, no problem, Nicole, sweetheart. I appreciate it. You my top mod, next to Bob and Queen Bella and Sleep. No, anyway, yeah. But we've seen so many cases lately where the children, air quotes, children, are adults, but their parents are still all up involved in what they're doing, like Alexi Treviso. She was 19, but it's like her mom was running everything,
That's
and
the responsibility part. You nailed it. They don't. They think they're grown up. No, X, Y, and Z. But when it comes to accountability and responsibility, it's not there.
right. It's because the parents, have to call the job and say, hey, I think, Nikki's really stressed and, he's got too much work on him right now and you guys need to do something. And that's not a joke, y'all. That's not a joke.
Not a joke.
Yeah. Technology has evolved much, much faster than our brains. Yes. And my AI rants about where we are and how many people have warned us to slow the F down because we don't know what we're doing with technology. And it's actually gotten to a point where it is
out of control, in my opinion.
Yeah, it is out of control because even Facebook had to shut down part of their algorithm AI last year because it was writing its own code and they didn't know what it was doing.
Really? I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah. So there's going to be a point when the AI becomes sentient, can make its own decisions and have its own logic and whatnot. So yeah, that's
Isn't there a Black Mirror episode where they think they're just regular humans and end up, what's that movie? They end up not being humans, they're just AI. I'm trying to remember if it's one of the Black Mirror episodes or if it's just a movie. I'll try to find it.
Have you heard about that? This one recently came across that I saw about. I had to look it up because I forgot what it was called, but crypto. Hang on, I'm losing my voice. Sorry,
nice
I'm
hot
still
tea.
sick, and it's just like so bad.
Yeah, nice hot tea with honey. Yes.
It is basically currently there is no way to resurrect bodies that have been crypto genetically frozen. However, they have begun the process of actually cryptogenetically preserving. Once the person is declared deceased, the medical team cools the body with ice water, keeps the body and tissue. Let me open this up. And
People think Walt Disney did that he had himself cryogenically frozen. And that once they get to a point where they can regenerate tissues and all that stuff, that they're going to bring Walt Disney back.
yeah, they said that I forget who it was I read about what country is doing it in specific right now, but they do plan on bringing people back from the dead. So
yeah, and they're also working on taking like these neural implants and whatnot. They're working on taking our memories, our personality, that which makes us us, and uploading it into a computer, into AI, so that you can basically be immortal.
What?
They are doing those testing now. Yeah, dude, we could have like a 7-day long, 24-hour day stream, a live stream talking about these stuff. And I've got a bunch of this stuff in my
Toolbox?
let me show you in my toolbox. Yeah, let me show you.
Can they bring back Tupac?
Probably. No, I don't know. With the
Look.
DNA. Okay, see, okay, here's my grandma. This is my YTube thing. So this is today. There's the Anunnaki, One Planet, Existential Crisis, Asperger's versus Asshole, Real Life versus YouTube, How to Apologize. Look at all this weird stuff.
Oh
Okay.
my gosh.
And that's just in my regular stuff. Here's my tinfoil hat stuff. Healthcare providers, CSAM, couples who don't want children, regulatory stuff, AGI, rent prices, synaptic pruning. Oh, this is a good one.
What's that?
Synaptic pruning is way too deep.
Okay.
Oh, Dolly Vision.
It's way too deep. Good answer.
Yeah, Chinese spy cam on social media. That's kind of what we were talking about earlier. But yeah, there's all kinds of like hundreds of things that we could talk about like this, because that's what's Ted Williams' Apocalypse. Did I miss something?
The baseball player, maybe? Oh, Ted Williams is cryogenically frozen. That's correct. Yes. Yep. Baseball player.
Oh, yes, he's frozen.
it's like, okay, so it's wild when you look at it. It says that someone obviously makes arrangements to have their remains preserved when they're declared dead. Medical team cools the body with ice water, keeps the body tissue oxygenated using CPR and oxygen mask. The ice cold body is put in a hermetically sealed container, flown to
What?
facility. You want me to send this to you and have you read it so you
Yeah,
guys can
yeah.
actually look at it? Because it's really interesting. And then the man talks about like the obstacles he would have to overcome to make it work. And like, man, I don't know. Listen, my lifetime, I don't know, one's enough. I mean, now I wouldn't say no to like if there's another dimension, multiple dimensions, and I go to another one, that would be cool, I think. But I don't know about want to do another one here. But like this, they're talking about reversing age, obviously, so that your second go around you have a young body. But I don't really know I want to do it again. Still interesting, scary.
Oh, fuck, I don't. I
I
don't
don't.
want to have to
Yeah,
do this again. No,
yeah, me neither.
no, thank
Benjamin
you.
Button style. You go backwards in life.
They're already selling laboratory-made meats, chicken, etc. It looks kind of gross, but to me, huh? Remember the movie Soylent Green?
What is it called?
Soylent Green.
Oh, I have not seen it. No.
It's kind of like a food-like product, because everybody was starving and it was horrible and all this stuff, and turns out shelter warning. Trigger warning, Soylent Green is people. I don't know if this is the one you sent me, baby, but 200
No.
frozen heads and bodies await revival at this Arizona cryonics facility.
Lord.
Some people would rather be frozen, literally. 199 people have had their heads and bodies cryopreserved at the Alcor Life Extension Foundation facilities in hopes of being revived later. Alcor's
Okay.
goal is restoring good health with medical technology in the future. They're all packed together in cylindrical tanks filled with liquid nitrogen, holding the heads and bodies of human patients, as the foundation calls them, plus about 100 preserved pets.
Is it just the heads and
So
bodies, or is it?
Yeah, they have 100 heads frozen.
the one I sent, if you open it, go down to, I would say go to the part where it says how the cryonic process works, and then like that info I thought was interesting, and then the what could go wrong.
Oh, I love it. Now we have a name for them. Cryonicists. Try to defy mortality by freezing bodies. Okay. April 6, 2021. At the bottom.
Right
Oh,
there.
how the cryonic process works. When someone who's made arrangements to have their remains cryonically preserved is declared dead, a medical team cools the body with ice water and keeps the body tissues oxygenated using CPR and oxygen masks. The ice-cold body is put in a hermetically sealed container and flown to the cryonics facility. A note on the nomenclature: freezing a cadaver is cryonics, not cryogenics. Cryogenics is the science and engineering of super low temperatures. Well, that's good to know. At the cryonics facility, a team puts the body on a machine similar to a heart-lung bypass, circulating the blood and maintaining oxygenation. They pump in a vitrification solution that works like antifreeze to keep the body's tissues from turning to ice crystals in hopes of minimizing structural damage. Then they slowly cool the body to negative 32 degrees Fahrenheit in a liquid nitrogen vapor chamber. Once it's cold enough, the body is transferred to a thermos-like tank of liquid nitrogen where it'll stay for the foreseeable future. The patrons' fees, around $28,000 per person, maintain the Institute's endowment to keep the organization running in perpetuity. The bodies will wait in these tanks until medical technology, hopefully, is able to revive them. Kowalski says there are 3 challenges for the future tech to overcome. 1, it'll need to repair the damage done by freezing, cure whatever ailment originally killed the subject, and reverse the aging process so the subject has a young, healthy body to enjoy in their second go-around. No one knows what the technology might look like. Kowalski's best guess is tissue engineering and molecular nanotechnology that will be able to repair and replace the damaged tissues.
Isn't that
I
crazy?
kind of threw up in my mouth a little bit.
Yes. That's like what? No, I don't know. I mean, like I said, a new dimension, different, something different. Okay, I'll do that. I'll give it a go. But I don't really want to especially knowing where things are headed. I don't think I really want to do a second round. Not really.
Tribal Gal. It was the Green Cracker. I watched that movie many times, Charlton Heston. But you choose when to die and how. It was wild. Yeah, Soylent Green. That's an old movie. Charlton Heston. Oh my goodness. I've had cryotherapy before. I never want to be frozen.
Hell no.
Speaking of frozen, Grain has decided to go pick up a fresh pizza.
Oh, gross.
Fresh pizza?
No, just talking about frozen and pizza now. I'm like, yeah. Thank God it's not frozen pizza.
Hey, Jim Jules, y'all speaking my language here. Have y'all seen The Fall of the Cabal? No. Where is that?
I've heard of it, but it's not clicking. I don't remember what it is, but the name I've heard of.
Yeah, this level of human experimentation isn't exactly new, WW2. Exactly. We have, and people with autism have been subjected to a lot of experimentation and whatnot, trying to figure out what's going on inside the brain and how it works and all that. Oh, Quirky Carlotta saw it. And I didn't pin the link. But you know what? I've been here like 2 hours
In 1 minute.
and 1 minute.
Oh, 2
and
minutes. Sorry, 2:02.
2:02. Okay, quick. Bye. No. Yeah. So I am going to come back on Tuesday. So get your tinfoil hats ready, and you might want to watch some episodes of Black Mirror if you have Netflix.
Definitely.
And
Tuesday it is.
Something I have to look into. Thanks for having me up. I really
Yes.
enjoy having like conversations and that we're able to kind of bounce around and stuff. I really, really enjoy it. So I thank you so
It's a
much,
lot of
Grandma
fun.
Sherry.
yeah, I just like talking. This is like around the
Me too.
kitchen table.
Yep.
Yeah, no disrespect, but I just love these small. Me too. Me too, Ange. Yes, the burrow's a nice, safe place, nice, warm, comfy place where we can talk. And I am your burrow reporter, Grandma Sherry. Please
And I'm your,
remember to like, subscribe, and share. Get me into the algorithm.
yes. If you need a pin on share, I'm your guy.
Thank you. Just in case we say something that needs to be
Go.
covered because of our libel and slander and defamation and
Yep.
all that
That's
stuff.
what I
Yes.
cover. Just joking. Thank you for having me up though, Grandma. Awesome conversation as well.
I
For
love
me.
you, Nikki. Thank you so
Love you
much.
guys. You have an awesome Sunday. I'll probably see you maybe a little bit later, another chat. You never know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually probably going to get something to eat and go Mimi's.
There we go. All right. Bye,
Yeah.
guys.
Bye,
Bye,
everyone.
Nikki.
Thank you, Grandma
Bye.
Sherry.
Bye, Bob. Thanks for coming. So come back on Tuesday, and I'm going to defame some Nephilim and some Anunnaki and things like that. I love you. Take care. Thanks so much for being here. And I'm so good at this. Okay. Bye, guys.